What somebody did to you is no longer an excuse to behave the way you do.
I had a very hard life growing up. I haven't had parents. I haven't known right from wrong most of my life.
So let me ask you this. When does it become your choice?
No,
When you're 30, inpatient treatment, or if you would like, I could just sentence you to 4 years. Which do you prefer? This is a problem if he has to think about it. Do you just want to go to prison and do your time? Are you in love with the complainant in this case?
Yes, it's a case, yes, of love for 18 years. It's just it was an accident where I was trying to remove me from getting caught with another female. So it was my part.
Any other follow-up questions?
No, Your Honor, just brief argument.
All right, are we doing the sign of the cross in front of the court?
Can I do that?
The church and state, normally the sign of the cross is not done. You know, we let actions speak for themselves. When you have an idea, even though it's a horrible idea that's going to get you in trouble, they're like, yeah, let's do that.
3 suspects were arrested after crashing into a deputy's car. Here's a look at the damage here. It happened around 3:20 this morning along Petranco on the far west side. Here's what we know right now. A deputy was out on a traffic stop when his patrol vehicle was struck by burglary suspects. Fortunately, the deputy was not in the vehicle at the time. After a brief foot chase, all 3 suspects were arrested and taken to the Bexar County Jail on multiple charges related to the chase and the burglary of several vehicles.
It's one in attachments. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will find you guilty or proceeding with sentencing.
Your Honor, we have applied for deferred adjudication.
Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. It's my understanding that this is her first offense, albeit there were very many on that day. She has led a very, very rough life. Her parents were abusive. She has had a rough go of it. Doesn't excuse what she's done. She also has learned, sadly, the hard way of choosing better companions to spend her time with. I can say on her behalf, however, I've been in touch with her grandfather. She has a very good support system with him. I've been in constant touch with him, and he agrees that she needs to take some responsibility for this, but on the same note too, he doesn't want this to ruin her life. Wants the opportunity for her to be able to go forward and hopefully put this behind her. She has a child, 2-year-old son, who's currently with the father, and she wants to be able to see her son again. She wants to be able to get a job, repay these victims, and move forward.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 18, Your Honor.
How far did you go in school?
I'm up to a junior and I'm completing school in the jail.
All right, is Child Protective Services involved?
No, ma'am.
Any drug use?
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Not currently, but marijuana,
And what else?
cocaine.
And what else?
That's it, Your Honor.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. The person who has your 2-year-old, the father, how old is he?
21, Your Honor.
And who does he live with?
He lives with himself. He has his own house.
Okay. Take in consideration 2023 CR. 150 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to want intensive parenting classes. Once she completes parenting classes, then the 150 hours of community service hours will be satisfied. She's going to get her GED, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, field visits, 1 time per month until further notice, CPS compliance if applicable. Probation, is there anything else she needs? Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, Your
All right,
Honor.
we can go off the record. Ms. Frosto, at some point in your life, the way somebody raised you, what somebody did to you is no longer an excuse to behave the way you do.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you continue on the path that you continue on, if you continue hanging around with people who mean you no good, who are up to no good, what's going to end up happening is you're going to find yourself missing a majority of your 2-year-old's life. And then your 2-year-old may or may not be in somebody's court saying, my mom was no good and my mom treated me bad and my mom put her friends before me. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you're going to have to do better. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes. 6-8A, State of Texas versus Aria Eden Frosto. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Hank Wilkins to the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Peter Calvarola from Ms. Foster, Your Honor.
And are you Ms. Frosto?
Yes.
Counsel, did you, I'm sorry, Ms. Frosto, I'm showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Aria Eden Frosto who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 0168A for the offense of burglary habitation on May 1st, 2023 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 42 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Aria Eden Frosto, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the weeks of September 25th, October 2nd, October 9th, and October 16th, 2023, in violation of condition number 42.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
And Your Honor, oh, sorry.
Do you waive?
Yes, ma'am. We waived the other violation alleged in the motion.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 42, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? You need to speak up.
Yes, Your Honor. Knowing
that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 42?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 42 true. Is there a proposed agreements?
There's not, Your Honor. The state is asking for a cap of 8 years in the prison, and I know the defense wants to ask for something else, Your Honor.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Yes, Your Honor, my client is requesting that, respectfully requesting that we possibly continue on probation.
Okay, you're gonna need to speak up. And everyone, you need to whisper. We're on the record. And if people are having reunions instead of chatting about cases, I'm gonna ask that you hold off on your reunion talks. Yes.
Your Honor, respectfully, my client is requesting that she be reinstated on probation and subject to any programs that the court might deem appropriate. My client would also like to address the court if.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Aria Eden Frosto.
All right, what would you like to say?
I stand before you today to ask you to reinstate my probation and or give me a monitor to show you that I've matured since being 17. While being incarcerated, I have been working on my GED. I've also taken anger management courses and I've had good behavior since being incarcerated and always try to behave myself even on the outside. For being only 19, I am very mature for my age and I know I have a lot of potential. I also know my worth as a mother and a young woman. When it comes to being a hardworking, sophisticated woman, I plan on going to college when I am released, also to do is what I need to for probation. I have an interest in cosmetology and plan pursuing that as my career. I have a 3-year-old son that needs me at my best version of myself and looks up to me. I have 2 younger sisters, 14 and 13, that also look up to me as well. Since being incarcerated, I missed my son's 3rd birthday and my sister's 13th birthdays. They mean the
Okay,
world
let
to
me stop you for a moment. So the main question for me is, why are you not reporting? This whole thing about you missing your son's 3rd birthday and your sister's 13th birthday, that's all on you. So why are you not reporting?
I had a very hard life growing up. I haven't had parents. I haven't known right from wrong most of my life.
So let me ask you this. When is it your choices and it's not the fact that you had horrible parents? When does it become your choice?
No,
When you're 30? And then it's no longer, you can say, well, I had a bad childhood. My parents were horrible. My parents didn't raise me.
I know you're not.
So when does it stop being your parents' problem or your parents' fault? When is it because you're making choices?
I've made very bad choices.
No, I mean, my question is, how old are you now?
19.
All right, so my question to you is, when is it woe is me, my parents were horrible. When does it become, it's a choice you made?
Right now, Your Honor.
No,
I made
when?
this choice.
When? Because what you're reading, you're giving me excuses as to why you didn't report. Your excuse is you don't know right from wrong, which I don't understand how that's even possible. But your excuse is I don't know right from wrong because I didn't have any parents to teach me right from wrong. And you're 19, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So at what age will you stop making an excuse that I don't know right from wrong because my parents didn't teach me? What age will you be when you won't come before another court or somebody else using that as an excuse? Tell me.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It stops that.
All right, so here's my other question. Why are you not reporting?
I had no transportation and I was trying my best. And I called him multiple times telling him my circumstance, and that was my probation officer.
Let me ask you this, were you eating food? You need to say yes or no.
Yes, Your Honor.
So did you have a job?
No, Your Honor.
So how are you supporting yourself?
As best as I could.
No, what does that mean? How were you eating and supporting yourself if you didn't have employment?
I had my mom, but.
All right, so you had your mom, the same mom who's a horrible parent who didn't teach you right from wrong, correct?
I chose her as my mom. She adopted me, but they had already said I had warrants out.
So were you living with her?
Yes,
And where is your 3-year-old?
he's with me and his dad. Back and forth. I see him on the weekends.
All right. So this is what I'm looking at. When this plea bargain was done, there were many cases that were taken in consideration. Have you paid any of the restitution?
Yes, I paid it when I went to probation the first time. I was paying my probation fees were $80 a month, and my drug fees, and I never came out dirty.
I mean, I just don't understand. You're not reporting. I don't understand that. I know this is this is your second motion to revoke.
Yes, Your Honor, but I
So,
want
I
to
mean,
change that. I really do. I want
There-
to change that.
All right, so I'm sorry, but you're not a good candidate for probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, this is your second time. You've been given chances. I don't think there's anything else that the court can do for you. I mean, I don't think she has any prior history that would exclude her from potentially a shock probation, but I'm going to find her guilty. And as previously stated, I'm finding violation of condition number 42 true. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. And I'm going to sentence her to 5 years in the prison. Give her credit for any time served. Probation, is there outstanding restitution?
I don't have any restitution.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you do have a limited right to appeal, and that's as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, and I will tell you this, if we can go off the record, if you want me to consider shock probation, when you're at the prison, you had better be doing something to show me that you're making improvements and that you're internalizing the reason why you were sentenced. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you can talk to her about shock probation.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Deferred finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Is there something you wanted to say?
Your Honor, part of the agreement was that all the cases would be TIC except 2 burglary of vehicles that we will be pleading on. Be JSAT at a later date. Whatever.
All right, so that's not in your plea. It's not written in the document.
Hopefully the DA said we could just put it on the record.
No.
Judge, it wasn't as part of the plea agreement, but I did tell defense that after the defendant is sentenced, I will take care of the rest of those cases.
All right.
Sounds great.
Well, what I will tell you all, contracts, law school, parole evidence rule. This is it. So, Ms. Ferguson, I need a reset date for sentencing. All right, we'll be back on June 8th. That's the earliest they can give us.
Thank
And
you.
at that time, I'll make a decision on your application. All right, is there a need for a TAP evaluation?
There was a prescription issue from a previous major injury. So. but-
All right, that'll be a TAP evaluation of PSI.
And Your Honor, I do have a vacation letter out that.
You entered a plea on April 24th of guilty to the offense of burglary of a habitation theft. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. You applied for deferred adjudication. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI and TAP evaluation? Any objections to either?
No, Your Honor.
All right, according to your plea bargaining agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years in the prison, and the state is silent on your applications. Defense, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, I'd like to call Mr. Alvarez.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Robert Alvarez.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Father passed away when you were about 13 or 14 years old.
Yes,
And was that a painful cancer death?
yes,
And were you shot a few years ago?
yes,
And the bullet is still lodged near your spine, is that correct?
yes, sir.
And they cannot dislodge it for fear of paralysis.
They can, but they have fear that it will cause maybe paralysis.
And did you get addicted to prescription pills at this time?
Yes, sir.
And that accident and your addiction to prescription painkillers, did that lead us to where we are today?
Yes, sir.
And are you going to follow any and all treatment recommendations that were done, recommended in the PSI, and whatever the judge asked you to do,
Yes, I'll take anything.
which would include inpatient if necessary?
Yes, sir.
And you have a job waiting for you when you get out of treatment, if that is what is ordered?
Yes, sir, too.
And do you have a place to live?
Yes, sir.
And where is that?
University. 221 Parkland.
I'm sorry, sir, I need to speak up.
221 Parkland.
And that's with your mother and your aunt, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pass it, please.
All right, any questions, state?
No, Judge. Your Honor, I have one more witness to call if I could.
Well, I have a question if there are no objections.
Nothing to say. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Alvarez, I see here that you went into a home and you stole a vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And then the police, I guess, were trying to apprehend you and you crashed the vehicle into a marked patrol unit.
Yes, ma'am. I was driving, but yes, ma'am.
All right. And then you and the people you were with all took off running on foot.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So your injury that you have does not affect your ability to run.
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Why are you doing this?
When I get off those, when I take the Xanax, I tend to get like a mentality of fast money, a fast way to get good money to help my mom out. And
Well, I'm sure your mom doesn't want you stealing.
no, man.
Your Honor, I don't believe the suffered still from the injury. It was the addiction to the drugs from the pain pills that I was alluding to, Your Honor,
Okay.
that spiraled us here to this drug addiction.
All right. And I see that he has a number of burglary of vehicles pending. Is this the correct person that's standing before me from the PSI report? That he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 burglary of vehicles are pending? Is that correct?
Yes, Judge.
And then engaging in organized crime. Well, I'm sorry, 7 burglary of vehicles pending. Evading arrest, which I'm assuming was this foot chase. And engaging in organized crime. Is that correct?
I believe that sounds correct, Your Honor.
All right. I just want to make sure I had the correct person. Court asked that this be called back because I was given information by the defense and information in the PSI report. Mr. Alvarez, I normally don't. Well, I do it, but in your case, I can do it. Your brother testified that you have drug issues, that you've been shot before. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Robert Alvarez.
All right. For Mr. Tristan Muros, do you have the keys to his garage?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Where are they?
They were in the evidence in the vehicle.
So the police have the
Police should
keys?
have it then, Judge.
All right, because he wants the keys to his garage back. And state, can you make sure that he has those?
Yes, sir.
All right, you have a choice. The state is asking that your punishment be assessed at a cap of 5 years. What that means is that the most time I could sentence you to prison would be 5 years. The range of punishment for this offense is up to 20 years in prison. You have a choice. I can give you deferred adjudication, and I will give you deferred adjudication for 8 years. You're going to go into inpatient treatment, or if you would like, I could just sentence you to 4 years. Which do you prefer? This is a problem if he has to think about it. Do you just want to go to prison and do your time?
I'll take the treatment.
Let me stop you right there. Your attorney wants you to take the treatment. This is what I always have to remind myself of, and other people need to remind themselves. You can't give somebody what they want, what you want for their life. You can't make them want that for themselves. It's like the song Harry Hippie. So the question is, do you want treatment? If you don't want it, there's no shame in saying you don't want it, because maybe you're not prepared to do it, but it's going to be inpatient treatment. Your life is going to pass you by, whether you're in inpatient treatment or whether you're at the prison. The choice is yours. If you want to go to prison, I will send you to prison for 4 years. The state is asking for 5.
I'll take the treatment.
Okay. All right. Do you have children?
No,
I'm going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication, a referral to felony drug court, and he's to remain in custody until he's accepted in felony drug court or until he's transferred to safety. 300 hours of community service restitution. How far did you go in school?
10th grade.
Why didn't you graduate?
I was worried about other things. I was getting done.
What?
I was worried about a lot of other things, trying to get quick money. I was worried about dumb things.
Okay. I'm not going to waive the community service hours. He is going to be ordered to either obtain your GED or some sort of certificate from trade school. You need to start working and improving yourself. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
There's going to be restitution because this case has been going on for a while, and I know that person had to probably replace their key. So restitution, probation. Is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court?
No, ma'am.
Is there anything else you need in order to be successful?
No, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You better start making better decisions in your life. Otherwise, you're looking at 20 years in the prison. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. Number 2023 CR 0304. How do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty, Your Honor.
State any evidence?
Yes, in each of the cause numbers, Your Honor, the state offers state exhibit number 1 with all its attachments. No objection.
In each of the cause numbers, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them? Did you sign them in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
And each of the cause number, again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of the cause numbers, did you understand the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. In cause number 2023 CR 0304, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, but ask away PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We can pass the court follow the plea bargain.
In cause number 2023 0305, the court will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 0168B, 2023 CR 0304. Take in consideration 2023 CR 0306 and cause number 2023 CR 0304. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 years in prison. Your credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 0168B.
Yes, ma'am. Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you. How old are you?
18 years old, ma'am.
All right, you're 18. You're starting out a horrible life of crime. You're going to have to make changes. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself living at the prison, living at the Bexar County Jail. If there's a drug or alcohol problem, there are plenty of places for you that are free. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Excuse?
Yes. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm asking that you please follow the plea bargains as written, including the portions that say no harmful contact with Priscilla Morales. She's been in contact with me. She has filled an affidavit of non-prosecution, and she does want to resume contact with Danny Acosta when he's released. And also the other provision that I'd hope you will please follow, Your Honor, is to allow him to the opportunity to apply for early termination after 5 years. And I've explained to him the only way that would ever be granted is if he is perfect and finishes everything.
All right, Mr. Acosta, why are you hitting are you in love with the complainant in this case?
Yes, it's a case, yes, of love for 18 years. It's just, it was an accident where I was trying to remove me from getting caught with another female. So it was my part. I got caught with
No, that's not what the police reports say. The police report doesn't say it was an accident with you, with another female, and all of this happened.
a prior
I mean,
female.
it says that the complainant was at your house, the victim, which she wasn't supposed to be there because there had been a previous assault. And it says, victim said suspect, that's you, hit her repeatedly in the head with his fist, grabbed her by the arms, causing injury, choked her at one point, then pulled out a set of brass knuckles with a small blade affixed to the end and cut her cheek. Victim said suspect threatened to kill her. Victim said she never lost consciousness. Victim was in fear of life, but she managed to get free. So, how old are your children?
Oh, okay. 16.
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am. 16 and a 9-year-old.
All right, this is what the court is going to do in this cause number. $1,500 fine that will be probated. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, 10 years deferred adjudication. This is the run concurrent with 2020 CR 5581. No contact with Priscilla Morales. Here's the thing about the no contact order. Mr. Acosta, if you start doing your your BIPP course and anger management course, the court will reconsider, but for now, there should be no contact, okay?
Okay, so is the no harmful contact not in effect until I finish the BIP?
Until you finish and start working on your BIP courses and I get a good report back and maybe she says she wants to work things out with you or try again, okay?
I understand that. Okay.
120 hours of community service restitution.
You want to tell the judge before she makes her decision?
Well, I want to finish my probation to show her that I'm not a low life like in life.
Oh, I don't think of anybody as low life. I think that this courtroom is filled with people who made bad decisions and made bad choices, but I see everyone as a human being.
Well, I'm just tired of people seeing me as a low life. Even after the mistakes I made, I'm willing to I would like to redeem myself because when I took that oath to finish the probation, when you first gave it to me, I took it seriously and I did it straight until I relapsed. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I did it all the way straight. Going to training classes, the one back down. I never try to run. During my probation, I would say, wow, you actually came to report? Because usually when y'all come out, nobody's home. And I told them, no, well, I'm trying to go to Miss Boyd really that I could do this because you gave me the opportunity. So I wanted to prove the courts wrong that I wasn't a low life. No matter the mistakes I made.
All right, anything else?
Nothing further from my client, Your Honor, just brief argument.
Say any questions?
Yes, Your Honor, just briefly, Mr. Acosta, was it the first time that you were placed on probation?
Yes, it's the first time I ever had probation. That's why I wanted to do it through the finishing the session.
So in, you have a history from 2006. You've never been on probation since? 2006?
Never. That's why that was the more of a ego. I wanted to finish it to show her that I could do it.
Did you ever ask for help from your probation officer when you were placed on probation? CSO Garza?
Yes, he was, this is what he told me when I asked him that if I could do, when I got out, I asked him, can I do all the classes one time? He says, you're crazy. He says, you got 10 years. You have a lot of time to finish. Do one class at a time, but the more important one just would fit, because the judge was gonna check on it. That's exactly what he told me. So I left messages questioning everything. I got altercations with police officers over neighbor disputes, and I'll call right away. Hey, they told me to call whenever I have a problem, so I'm calling. What's going on? No, well, this and that. No, I even talked to officers. They're like, oh, you're right, you did the right thing. It's all right. I said, I don't want to be seen as a snitch, but I'm trying to do it the right way. Don't want to violate me right away. So not until he told me he was getting what's it called, better job, which he did. I started to see he started less caring about my supervision until I got my new officer, and he did me a favor when he told me, you can go to all your classes through Zoom. You want to do that? And I said, yeah, I'll do that. Until I picked up these charges, the drugs that I got covered. That's when everything, I didn't get to show that I could get it. But I was more than willing to do it.
With regard to the possession that you pled true to, how old is your daughter, did you say?
She's 10.
And you say that she's your motivation to change?
Yes, I mean, she made me stop when I got out of prison in 2018. I didn't do nothing. I was trying to stay away from it until I got caught with drugs because we're having a custody dispute over my kids.
Was she there when you were arrested? Did she see you get arrested?
Yes.
She saw you got arrested?
Yes, she was there.
Mr. Costa, were you also arrested on September 18th, 2022 for felony possession of firearm? Were you arrested for that?
I was put over.
Hold on. Your Honor, we're going to object just because the state waived and abandoned that allegation. So we object to it being mentioned. Your Honor, we're not asking to prove that he did that. We're just asking if he was arrested. Your Honor, we're not trying to prove that allegation.
The objection is overruled.
Were you arrested on that day, Mr. Acosta?
We got put over, and me and my spouse had an altercation.
Mr. Costa, I want you to listen to the questions and just answer what's being asked. So the question is whether or not you were arrested on that day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
for that
ma'am.
offense.
Yes,
Who was with you when you were arrested?
my daughter.
She was in the vehicle with you?
Mhm.
Briefly, Your Honor.
Yes.
In that case, the gun was not on your person, correct?
No,
You don't have to say it was not on your person.
No, I didn't have it. It wasn't my business.
And there were other people in the vehicle with you?
Yes.
All right. Any other questions?
No further questions.
Any other follow-up questions?
No, Your Honor, just brief argument.
All right. Are we doing the sign of the cross in front of the court?
Can I do that? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, I mean, here's the thing about that. I respect everybody's religion. I always want to learn more about religion.
That's good too.
So I'm always, So I'm always interested in everybody's religion because I just want to be more knowledgeable.
It's good wisdom. Good.
So is that Catholic? What is that?
Christian, like newborn Christian, trying to change my life for God.
Okay.
Christian. Like,
So Christian.
I don't know if you're Baptist or.
Well, I
I mean,
can
because one time I went to the African American church and the African Americans and they're like,
well, let me just tell you.
Here's
Here's the
Baptist, and that's all. Like, am I out of place or can I be here?
Now, let me just tell you, church is supposed to be
But
open
she
to everyone.
welcomed me. She welcomed me. She's like, you're welcome. More than welcome.
We're known to welcome people.
And I
So-
love that. I like that. So
I can say that
it was
because I'm
easy.
black. So you may not have noticed that, but here's the
I
thing.
apologize for that.
There's no need to apologize, but here's the thing.
I'm reading that.
Let me just tell you a couple of things.
Okay,
You will find black people who are Baptists,
African.
people, well, you can say black, African-American, Afro-American.
I
whatever you
learned
want to say.
that.
Okay,
So-
Judge, I am sorry, I need one at a time. I
One at a time.
apologize.
So anyway, you will find, if you want to say black, if you want to say African-American, you will find us at different churches. There are some that are Catholic. I even went to a private Methodist school when I was growing up. There are some that are Baptists. There are some that are Episcopal. There are some that are, is the religion Muslim or Islam? There are some that are that. So you will find us in all types of religion. I will tell you, for those of us who may or may not be Baptists, because in this courtroom, there's a separation of church and state. Normally the sign of the cross is not done. You know, we let actions speak for themselves.
I understand.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm always interested to know everything about people because then that will help me make a decision on whether or not to continue
Okay.
them or send them to prison. Well, thank you. I love receiving blessings wherever I can get them.
You're appointed judge and should get this.
Okay. All right. So the state has already informed me what they're asking for based on his testimony. State, are you still requesting 10 and 20?
Yes, you are. We are, Your Honor.
All right. So defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, based on my client's testimony that he has been a drug user since the age of 11, we are asking this court to, I know that it's a very big ask based on what things look like on paper, but based on listening to Mr. Acosta, we'd ask that you reinstate him on probation, sentence or add alternate amend for inpatient drug treatment to let him for the first time try to get the drug treatment that he needs. He's 38 years old. He's been using since he was 11 years old. And he wants to change. He's never had the resources or the structure that an inpatient facility could provide. So we're asking the court to please have some mercy on him, send him to the inpatient rehab, give him the structure that he needs to hopefully succeed, stay clean, be clean, so that he could be there for his daughter, for his family. He's very close with a brother that has called our office and wants him to get help. I think that the court has lots of tools through the probation department that could give him the structure he needs. And when he gets out, I'd ask the court if you were amenable to continuing on probation to make him do regular drug tests, whatever it is that you need him to do to prove to you that he can be clean for the first time since he was in elementary school. 11 years old as a fifth grader, I believe. So that's what we're asking. And if the court is not inclined to continue him, that we do something, that you sentence him to something minimum, like 5 years in prison. But we really want him to get the drug treatment that he needs, that I think that's community needs. We need him to be clean so that he can, for his daughter and for his other family members and for himself.
All right, probation. What are you all requesting with Mr. Acosta?
Your Honor, I borrow one of my words from.
Oh, yes. Your Honor, if it would help the court, his community supervision officer is actually present.
Oh, well, does anybody want to call the community supervision officer as a witness?
Yes, Your Honor. The state will call the Michael Cito.
He's trying to help me. He's really trying to help.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record, please.
Mike Seidel.
All right, and thank you so much for remaining in court and being present all day. All right, could you spell your last name for the record?
S as in Sam, E-I, D as in David, E-L.
All right, state.
Yeah, thank you. Mr. Cito, have you been working with Mr. Acosta?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is it your opinion to continue working with him?
My recommendation was for revocation.
And why is that?
Considering his criminal history and the 4 new offenses.
Do you have any reason to believe that an inpatient would help him, or he would be successful on probation if he attended the inpatient?
I'm not sure.
No further questions, Your Honor. I'll pass it.
Defense?
Because you were here for his testimony, correct? And you heard that he's never been on probation, correct? During,
Mhm.
okay. He's never been on probation.
I only know this case.
Okay. And did you hear him testify to the fact that he's never been to an inpatient drug treatment?
Mhm.
And also to the fact that he has been a drug user since the age of 11? Did you, oh, sorry, just for the court recorder to
Oh,
say yes.
yes,
Sorry.
sorry.
And that he's now 38 years old,
Yes,
and he's struggled with various substances to include heroin, meth, crack.
yes.
Have you had other probationers benefit from inpatient drug treatments?
Yes,
Have you seen people who receive inpatient drug treatment get clean and sober?
yes,
Have you seen people who have been drug users from a very young age, like Mr. Acosta, be able to be successful with the structures of drug treatment?
so far, yes.
And are there tools that the probation department can offer him or offer any probationer after an inpatient drug treatment to maintain and monitor their sobriety?
Yes, there's aftercare, there's other programs in the community as well.
So there are lots of tools and options and resources at the discretion of the judge for after an inpatient stint.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Did Mr. Costa ever indicate to you that he wanted some sort of help? That he wanted help?
For substance use? No.
No, he never indicated that to you?
No.
Okay, and how long was he under supervision before the filing of the revocation?
I assumed the case August 26th of 22.
Okay.
I had 2 visits with him
And he never asked for help from you?
for substance use.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Just briefly, one of his conditions was not inpatient treatment though, right?
No.
Originally, that was not ordered by the court.
No.
And he was trying to complete the conditions that had been ordered by the court.
He made attempts on some.
Thank you.
No other questions.
All right. Any objection to the court asking a question?
Oh, no, good.
All right. With regards to his gang affiliation, was that ever addressed?
I believe the previous CSO ordered a gang check and there was, I don't, off the top of my head, I don't believe there was a finding.
Okay.
But I'm not 100% sure.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions from either side? Yes. Oh,
No, because he really did try to help me with those classes to sort them out all in one time through Zoom. Because I didn't, Mr. Dodger never told me that. So I was trying to do them individually. So it
all right. So here's the thing, Mr. Costa. The elephant in the room is not you doing a BIP class, although I wanted that done. I wanted parenting class done. The elephant in the room is your gang affiliation. And oh, so you just love San Antonio. That's why you have SA tattooed on your neck.
No, I don't know. That's not, I don't have no gang affiliation. I've been off the gang for 34 years. I chose that.
So that was before.
Long time ago, yes.
All right.
I regret it. That's why I tried to change for my daughter. I didn't want her to see that.
So here's the thing. That's the big elephant in the room. And you know what the other elephant in the room is? The fact that your child was riding a vehicle with you and other people, and you're arrested for felon in possession of a weapon. That's another elephant in the room. You know what the other elephant in the room is? And it's getting very crowded with these elephants. The other elephant in the room is I know that I tell everybody who's placed on probation for me, if there's anything else that you need, let the court know. I tell everybody communication is key. If you feel like probation is not giving you something, come to court. I'm here Monday through Friday, and people will tell you I'm here Monday through Friday, usually till 6 p.m. working on things. So those are the elephants in the room.
I understand.
And can we clear those elephants out of the room? That's the question for you.
Yes, we can, and I would really appreciate it if I could have a direct line so I could just call you. And leave you all the messages that I left Mr. Gardner questioning them.
That's why people come to court.
Oh, okay, I could.
And I will tell you that the court number to the courtroom, that's public information.
Oh, okay, because I would always call Mr. Gardner and be like, hey, and there's even voicemails on there.
All right, do you want to grab the trial court certification? I don't think I have copies.
We don't have one.
Sorry, I have a couple more questions for you. So the child you were talking about, who's the mother of that child?
Priscilla, right?
Priscilla what?
Right.
All right, Priscilla Morales. Were you having contact with her? Because how do you get to have visitations with your child?
My PO at the time, Garza said I couldn't contact her unless she tried to contact me.
No, I have specifically written here, no contact with Priscilla.
And I asked him too, and he said, if she's trying to contact you for the kids, it's fine, but you can't go looking for her. That's exactly what he said.
No, they wouldn't have said that because I clearly have no contact.
That's what he told me, but I kind of know that's why I never really had.
So how did you get in contact with your daughter?
We'll meet up. My brother will do like a meetup. My brother will meet up, pick up my kids and then drop them off.
Okay. All right. So this is what the court is going to do. If there's nothing else from either side.
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. And cause number 2020 CR 5581. I'm going to grant the motion. Find you guilty and revoke. If you would like, I can have you referred to the therapeutic community. It won't increase the length of time that you're in custody, but you can have treatment.
Safety?
No. Do you want that?
Yes. Yeah. Safety, right?
No, it's not safety. All right. So in cause number 2020 CR 5581, the court will sentence you to 10 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2021 CR 4194. And I'll ask for the therapeutic community. And cause number 2021 CR 4194. Court will grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you to 15 years, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2020 CR 5581. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Priscilla Morales. I'll give you credit for any time served at therapeutic community, and there's affirmative finding of deadly weapon. I'm going to show you what's entitled in each of these cause numbers, what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, in each of the cause numbers, because there was no plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. And cause number 2000, well, in both cause numbers, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition because it's a felony conviction. And also in cause number 2021 CR 4194, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons because there's an affirmative finding of family violence. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you, Mr. Acosta.
I have a question.
Sure.
On the order, no contact order.
Mhm.
I'm just asking, so I'll be able to see my kids in the penitentiary. If you could give me a no harm.
Here's the thing. Why would you want to see your children at the
Because
penitentiary?
I'm still the father.
Yeah, but do you really want your children visiting you at the prison? They really shouldn't be visiting you at the prison.
Can you find a no harm contact order?
No, it's going to be no contact. I just personally don't believe that children should be visiting their parents at the prison at such.
Not with me, but yes.
What are their ages?
Jordan's 23, not like 19.
I'm sorry, I can't understand what you're saying. You need to speak up.
From from 13 to 23. I have 5.
From 13 to 23? And where are they?
They're, well, the youngest one is, I don't know, because like they adopted him when I was incarcerated.
Okay. All right, where are you living? Who,
I was supposed to, I mean, on my own, my husband.
all right, are there children in the household? If you're drug tested today, and before you answer, know that you're going to get drug tested today. I'm trying to figure out what conditions to give you so that you can be successful. So I need you to be honest with me. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're drugged today, what are the results going to be?
I'm positive, but as soon as I start probation, I'm not gonna.
No. I mean, just, here's the thing, where we are in life changes. So today, you have a felony, you're gonna have a felony conviction. But when I see you, hopefully 6 months from now, you'll be a person who's improving, right? I don't expect people when they're placed on probation the day of to be perfect, because if you were perfect, you wouldn't be here on probation. So what are you gonna be positive for?
Um,
All right, so how often are you using meth?
Last time I used it with days.
Okay, so how often do you use?
Throughout the day, I don't.
Okay.
Throughout the day, I don't know how to explain it.
All right, so, and does your husband use?
Well, he does sometimes, but not like, I told him to not, if he's gonna be put inside, not to be like.
Okay, but
pressure.
see, here's where I'm coming from, and I want you to understand me. Everybody goes through this life's journey. You may have people who are supporting you, like the cheerleaders in your life, you know, rah, rah. They're supporting you. They're your publicists. They want you to do well. But sometimes there are people who are along for the ride. People who, when you have an idea, even though it's a horrible idea that's going to get you in trouble, they're like, yeah, let's do that. So you're in a situation with your husband where he's not a good influence. And he's not a good influence because he's using it as well. I have no jurisdiction over him to get help. What's his name? Caesar what? I'm white?
Oriana.
What did she say?
Oriana.
Caesar Oriana.
All right. How far did you go in school?
I graduated.
So what are you planning on doing with your life as far as your life's dream?
I was, I was looking into, both, I mean, cosmetology.
Okay. Well, I don't want to burst anyone's dream, but I will tell you, anything that requires you to have a license, they do a background check. And even if you have cases that you have somebody seal them, they're allowed to see what those seal cases are. So I don't know if your cosmetology career is over based upon this plea or not. But before you start spending a lot of money to seek to do that, you probably should do some investigation into that, okay? All right, are you currently employed?
I'm self-employed.
Doing what?
Cleaning houses and yard, and putting yards, cleaning yards.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facilities, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's a $1,500 fine, probated. 100 hours of community service restitution. 40 of those hours be waived if you provide the proof of the COVID testing. I'm sorry, the COVID vaccination with booster. Court is not requiring you to do that, but if you do, then 40 of those hours will be waived. There's to be parenting classes. Once you complete those classes, then the remaining of the hours will be waived. And I'm going to want triple T parenting for her. There's to be regular reporting. I'm going to want a TAP evaluation, and we'll start her with intensive outpatient treatment. I'm going to want sober meetings, and I'm going to want 90 meetings in 90 days. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. You're going to be allowed to reside with your husband for 2 months. That's it. Then you're going to have to stay somewhere else because he's not going to help you with your probation. If he's using meth, then you're going to end up using. Sort of like me on my diet. If somebody's eating a mac rib and I say I'm not going to have a mac rib, and they, Stephanie, here, have a mac rib. They're good today. I'm going to have a mac rib. Because at the end of the day, if you hang around the barber shop, you know what's going to end up happening? Whether you intend to or not, whether you have hair or not, you're going to get a haircut You're gonna get a trim. Somebody's gonna say, let me just, put a little razor here or there. So you're only allowed to reside with him for 2 more months. Then after that, you're not allowed to reside with him. And if your husband decides to go into treatment and get on the path of sobriety, I'll reconsider that. And I'm doing that to help you. I'm gonna want field visits 2 times per month, and there's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from me in order to be successful? No. All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. You have 5 children and you haven't been raising them. You still have a chance, get your life in order, and maybe at some point in time, you can be in their life as a positive influence, okay? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Texas versus Valerie Ann Castillo. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Lindsay Scott for the state.
Defense?
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Ms. Castillo. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. Are you Valerie Ann Castillo?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Showing court will find violations 4 and 18 true. Is there an agreement?
No, Your Honor, there's not.
State, what are you requesting?
We're asking that she be sent to safety. Judge, that's just based on the fact that she was placed on this probation at the end of October 2022, and she last reported November of 2022. So I think the supervision and the structure of safety would be beneficial.
Defense, what are you asking for?
Judge, I spoke to the defendant. The defendant is willing and asking me to request from the court that she be placed on the outpatient treatment. She has explained to me the reasons that she has failed to comply with terms of probation. And in a nutshell, it's a lot of economical hardship. She lost her home, phone, and could not get to report and do what she was supposed to do on probation, Judge. And she has been attending 8 meetings while in jail. She's got a package of things that she's willing to do. That includes some sort of guidance with some organizations outside the jail to help her get through anything that she needs to do. And that's what she's asking for, Judge.
All right, Ms. Castillo, in this courtroom, I always tell people that if there's an issue, you can talk to probation. If you feel as though probation is not being responsive, all you have to do is come to the court. You did neither. You have a choice. You can either go to the state jail facility for 2 years, or either you can go to inpatient treatment. I'll refer you to safety and also refer you to felony drug court, and you will be in either of those programs. Which would you prefer?
The safety.
All right. Court will deny the motion, alter and amend conditions to include a referral to SafeP and a referral to felony drug court. That's to take place while in custody. Probation, does she need to be extended? Yes, that is correct. All right, and I'll extend you. Let me see, how long have you been on probation? Okay, I'll extend you for 2 years. All right, good luck to you. And again, listen to me carefully. If there is an issue, talk to probation, talk to the court. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Maybe excuse.
Yes.